Scorpio, it's payday. It's August the 1st. It is Friday. It is payday. Today is the day connected in with Venus. And if you are ready for your payday messages, say, I'm ready. Drop a comment in the comment section. Say, I'm ready. And drop that money bag emoji. You already know what to do. Give the video a thumbs up if you claim this energy. And I'm going to switch it up. We're going to get into the trinket tin and the burlap bag. And we're going to do this first. Let's energize the energy with this celestite. Boom. Let's see what our trinkets are and our letters and numbers first, okay? Ooh, somebody about to get a new car, baby. You got a happy meal, okay? You got a happy meal. You got a new car. Somebody gets a new car. You got the tree of life trinket. You have the lotus flower, and you have this cat, okay? Miss Independent. You're about to come up out of a situation that has been holding you back from growth. You're about to create something, this happy energy is surrounding you. It looks like you're moving forward. Things are about to move forward a little bit faster because a car is faster than a bike or on your feet. The lotus is saying that you're blossoming. By the time the lotus is being seen, it's come up out of the mud and it's beautiful. So this is beautiful. This is growth. This is saying that, you should start feeling grounded, more independent, more self-sufficient. Okay. It is time to branch out. It is time to branch out. We're going to go into the tarot. And we're going to see what is branching out, get some advice from the tarot on what it is and what aspects you need to branch out. But you probably already know, okay? Something is going to happen for you that's going to make you smile, and it's going to make your eyebrows, the arches, it's going to make your eyebrows raise up. You're going to be like, what? I can afford what? Yes, independent, totally independent. We're talking about your finances. This is financial freedom. This is things unfolding amazingly for you. Beautiful energy. Okay, Scorpio, let's get into this first deck right here. I do want to get into this deck. This is the Wise Play Oracle. Let's see what the message is from the Wise Play Oracle. We'll get into the burlap bag last, okay? If I remember, we'll get into it, okay? If these messages are yours, as soon as you claimed it, as soon as you gave the video look at that. As soon as you gave the video a thumbs up, it was yours, period. We have the number 29 with the peacock and beauty. And then you got this energy of the nitpicker. We got the number 1 energy right here. I really feel like you could be dealing with a situation where somebody wants to nitpick with you because they know you are the top dog. Some of you may be playing it small. It may be something that you need to look at, like take your time and really look closely at it, because this is a magnifying glass. I really feel like your energy is magnifying. Your aptitude, like your vibration, is really, really magnetic. But you could be dealing with a storm, okay? But whatever you're dealing with, Scorpio, whether it's financially or whatever it is, this is the Magician, the number 1. This is saying use whatever resources the best way you can. Even if you have to fine tune something, get tighter on your budget or something like that. You're facing a financial storm, but things are going to be looking up for you. Because really you're the top dog no matter what it is that you are going through. You better remember that you are a top dog and you can attract a beautiful life, and financial freedom for the rest of your life. I think that the male peacock is, trying to call in the female. So this is you and your masculine energy trying to do everything that you can. You like, man, dog, what do I have to, is it something that I'm not seeing? Maybe I need to look a little bit closer or something like that. Why am I facing this storm? And then you maybe all you have, like you don't have a partner or something like that. The dog, maybe you don't have a companion, and you're looking like, dang, if I had my person things will be better. But just keep doing what you can with what you have. You have the resilience to keep weathering the storm. You have the number 29 right here. 2 plus 9 is 11. So for me, I'm seeing 111. I'm seeing new beginnings. Okay. So something beautiful is coming. And your soul right here, your soul and your ancestors, they're trying to tell you to keep looking up. Keep looking up. Don't play small. Keep going out there, showing yourself, showing your skills, your talents, your abilities, because that's what the male peacock does. Spreads the wings, does this little dance to show the female peacock that, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Come to me. I'm yours. This is him trying to receive that divine feminine energy. And it looks like you're doing everything you can to receive money, but something is going to balance out for you. And your ancestors want you to keep your head up. Keep your head up, chin up. Keep your head up. Keep putting yourself out there. Don't play small and don't shrink down. Don't let somebody have to come and see you under a magnifying glass. Stand out. Okay? It's time for you to stand up and stand out. Stand up. Somebody likes ludicrous. You could be dealing with a situation that seems absolutely ludicrous. That's all these storms. I think beauty is your main card. We'll sit this over to the side because we're not discounting that it did come out. Okay, let's get some messages from the tarot. This is the fairy tarot. Messages for Scorpio as far as money goes. You got the Prince of Summer. This will be the Knight of Cups. Romantic. Your person could, you got some love and offers coming in. And you may have a partnership coming that is going to be that is going to bring the best, like whoever's coming. It could be a business partner, or it could be in a relationship that may end up being long term. And if so, they're gonna bring something beneficial that's going to benefit you financially. And they may be a little bit meticulous, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they've gone through and weathered storms, the nitpicker. Maybe you are very nitpicky when it comes to a romantic person. But you got to know that it's not always about the money, because sometimes the more money somebody makes, they feel like they're the driver. But whatever, do you have an opportunity that I feel like is coming in with the Knight of Cups? Whatever this opportunity is, you may fall suddenly in love with it. This is not turning into a love reading. So we're still talking about your financial situation. So you may be flirting around, trying out some new things, new ways to make money. Something captivates you and you just fall in love with whatever it is. Maybe you discover a new passion that you didn't even know you had. Whatever that passion is, it turns out, to create this financial, fortune or independence. And you don't have to be super rich to be financially independent. You understand? If you look at things from a different perspective. Financially independent is, you are making the money that you need, to live, to enjoy life, to travel, things like that. And you don't have to be uber rich. You know what I mean? But something is happening to where your finances are growing. Because it's been a tough ride. The need to stay grounded is here during a very emotional experience. Be sure to check out your astrology reading on today 364. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Justice. You're in divine alignment. There's something magical that may happen on August the 8th. Because the Justice card is usually the number 11. Okay. I'm seeing green back here. What is this one? The 3 of Pentacles. Something's coming together for you. Something significant about the number 3. 3s and 8s mirror each other in numerology. This is saying follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Exclamation. This is deeper than period. Exclamation. You hear me? Be the best at what you do. You're going to be compensated for your creative talents. You understand? Justice is saying, take the time to review details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. Make fair and objective decisions. 2 plus 9 is 11, which will be the typical number for the Justice card. Top of the deck is the Queen of Spring, the Queen of Wands. Scorpio, I gotta tell you, you already know you're talented. You already know you're brilliant. So stay loyal to what it is that you are doing, because you are attracting peacock energy. You are attracting all that you wish for, all that you really need. And if you don't have all that you need, like I know you may need a new car, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you feel like you need a pet or something, like a companion or something. I don't know. Maybe you feel like you need some French fries from McDonald's. I don't know. But I feel like that you need to branch out and fight a little bit harder to stand out in some situation, or fight a little bit harder to rise up out of a murky situation. Being friendly won't necessarily hurt you, because being friendly could open up the heart chakra, which will allow your soulmate to come in, the Knight of Cups soulmate. But this is saying believe in yourself. Your belief in yourself could be getting stronger. You're looking more and more attractive. You're feeling good. You know what I'm saying? You out here like, yes, I'm open and I'm ready for all the great things the universe has for me, which includes, my life partner, my soulmate, and all my soulmates, platonic, romantic, all of that. I'm open to it. And if that's your attitude, you're like, I'm not going to accept any old little thing. Now I'm going to do some investigating. I'm going to ask the questions that need to be asked before I let somebody get real close to me. I'm not going to be a fool and just be out here too friendly. I'm going to get into my Scorpio, do my investigation, but I am open to love. I know that if I get some trickster, you know what I'm saying, somebody want to come in and play with my, emotions, I know I can kick them right on back out. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? This lets you know that you're not codependent, because you're not just accepting any little relationship. You're going to sit back like that cat and use some discernment and say, wait a minute. And if you're seeing red flags, hold on. It's got to look. The dog has on a red flag. You could say that's a flag. That's a, what is that? Dang, what you call that thing? Scarf? Bandana. Okay. Gang. Listen, I think your soul family is coming closer to you. You might meet somebody this month, and they have like some good ideas. You may brainstorm. It's somebody or something that you're wishing for. It could be money that you're wishing for. You're attracting it. Okay. On the split, what do we get? The Four of Cups. Make sure you're not being distracted, because this is halfway through the deck on the split. You're about halfway to receiving something. Don't allow distractions to throw you off. Okay? At the same time, don't fail to see magical moments. Don't miss out on an opportunity. You're going to have to be on every set. You hear me? There could be someone that you may be taking, or something that you may be taking for granted. You may be feeling discontented with life. This means that maybe you're not seeing the small blessings that the universe has been showering you with. Okay? So pay attention and show gratitude all the time. Show gratitude for the small goals and achievements and blessings and things like that. I mean, it could be something as small as like fast food. You know what I'm saying? You get a discount, or somebody in front of you pays for your meal or something like that, and you just show so much gratitude for it. It makes you happy. That's you growing more and more, showing gratitude for those little blessings, okay? Because it can start out as fast food, and then next thing you know, you at an expensive restaurant and somebody pays for their ticket, the table over, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You could be out, divine feminine, out treating yourself to a happy meal, whatever that meal is for you. And someone, it could be your soulmate or something like that. They say, I want to pay for her meal. And then, everything is on the house. So, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything. But just showing gratitude for the small things are going to open up the floodgates for the bigger things to come in. Okay. So, Scorpio, let's get a message from this Divine Abundance Oracle and see what's going on. Message for Scorpio. Just want one. We'll take the top, whatever comes out, if more than one comes out. And we have allowing. Yes, this is Shiva energy, which is Scorpionic energy. But this says radical acceptance, says yes to reality in any given moment. So what needs to come can come next. So what's needed can come next. But this is like opening up, radical acceptance, opening up, allowing those little blessings to come in, allowing someone to, being friendly enough and allowing someone to pay for something, you know what I mean? But you openly communicate, listen, yeah, you can pay for this all day long, but you best believe I can pay for myself. If you can afford your own lifestyle, I don't care if it's just this little bit over here. If you can afford to feed yourself, don't let that with the rose colored glasses, don't let that stop you from seeing red flags in someone if they feel like they can buy you. No, I'd rather go without before I let somebody buy me and feel like they're gonna run me or something like that. You see what I'm saying? We're trying to get out from being codependent in any kind of way, and people may think we're crazy because, we're not about to allow you to. It's like, dang, you could have this and this and that. And then you may have friends that say, girl, I would be with such and such, such. They got money, they got a nice car, they got this, they got that. And you like, no, I'm good, because you don't know what else come along with that. Because I'm sitting here talking to this person. Everything on the outside seems like this and that, but they got some going on in their family where they traumatized or something, and I'm good on that. It could be a lot of different things, but what's on the outside is not always the same thing, when you get like in a, behind closed doors or whatever it is like that. So just make sure that you still in your energy where it's like, I know the best for myself. You got a companion that is coming in, but just remember, you're the top dog. Bottom of the deck is the awakening. It says, oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Top of the deck is clearing. Ganesh, look at that. I love it. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. Oh, that's what I was just saying. You see what I'm saying? Like, you listen. There are roads that are opening, and you're awakening. You're gentle like this sheep, yes, but at the same time, you're strong at the same time too, because Ganesh is an elephant. Elephants remember. I remember the last time I got into a relationship for money. Even in a job, Scorpio, if you take a job and it's like, I pay you very well, so I feel like I can treat you like this or like that. No. We're not about to do that. You see what I'm saying? Because you deserve the best of the best, period. So this is not about overworking and being underpaid. Do the best you can to get out of there. But the Ganesh is clearing that space where you don't have to deal with that for much longer if you are dealing with that. Look at this color green. It's like greenish energy. This is heart chakra energy. But it says, as true offering arises, it becomes easier to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's, such freedom. Now, when I think of God, I think about my higher self. I'm thinking there's nothing outside of me. I am God. You see what I'm saying? We are God. We're aspects of the one God. See what I'm saying? So when you lean out, when you reach out, you say, oh my God, God help me, God help me. You need to be looking at it like you're asking your higher self to help you, not some entity outside of who you are. Not the the Jesus that I hate to just say it, but I got to be blunt, not the Jesus that the Bible is pressing in front of Christians, saying, call on him, call on him, call on him. It's fine as long as you know that he is you. Do you understand? Okay, and if you do say clearing in the comment section or put a elephant emoji, I hate to just go in, but people, we gotta awaken. We gotta wake up and realize what the really is going on, because it could be that, you know, with the any kind of religion or whatever, you're looking at God and saying, please help me, please help me. God is not seemingly helping you because you don't realize that God is you. You don't even realize who you are for real. You understand? And sometimes it's meant for us to be, you know, well, it's always meant for us to be where we are going through what we are going through, because that's where the life lessons come in at. But we have to realize who we are at a soul level, and that our higher selves, our oversoul, is what we need to be desperately reaching out for when we call out to God. Okay? If you made it this far, join us over on our other channel, our third channel, if you wish to get into deeper conversations like what I just kind of just dug off into. Seeing what we're going through from a spiritual perspective, that's going to be over on Shy Says. Scorpio, let's get into your burlap bag and pull some letters and numbers. Because see, that lamb energy is like your higher self is like this. Listen, Scorpio, let me shake you up a little bit. Don't be weak out here. You have to know how strong you are. You have to remember how resilient you are. You have to know on a soul level who you really are. Because this human brain and this human avatar is like, it'll have you thrown off. And we've been living in 180 degrees of darkness. It's time to come into we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and we are on the next 180 degrees where we're moving into the yin energy on the yin yang. Okay? And we're going to have a deeper conversation about that yin yang energy on Thursday over on Shy Says. Okay? All right. So what did we get from the burlap bag? We had the letter L. We have Q. We have Z. We have U. We have F. These may be a little bit fuzzy. Something about fuses. We have an E. We have an X. We have a G. We have Y. Some guy or even girl, you may have an ex that could be trying to come back. We are still in a Mercury retrograde, I believe. I think Mercury's going to be retrograde all the way to like mid-month. Okay. I just heard, remember why the person is your ex. See, somebody might be driving a Lexus, Lexu. There's no S out here, but somebody could be, your dream car could be a Lexus, or somebody could be driving a really nice, high-end car, and they feel like they can just do whatever because they got money or something like that. You can make your own money. Remember, you can make your own money, honey. Okay. We have the number 9, and those small numbers, and then we have 2, 9, and 5. Okay. All right. So something really needs to be coming up, like challenges. 5s can be challenging. So there's some challenges that are being wrapped up with the 9s, 999, Archangel Metatron energy coming through. You got High Priestess energy saying, wait a minute, use discernment, like that cat energy. Use discernment, trust your intuition, slow down a little bit, ground yourself, and then you can Ground yourself and envision roots coming out of the crown chakra, reaching the heavens, reaching up into that higher self energy. Before you move forward with something, even if things seem real good on the surface, go a little bit deeper to make sure everything is everything. Use discernment before you jump on an opportunity. Even if life could be challenging, it's like, don't take the very first offer of, you know what I'm saying? Maybe negotiate if you can. But that you do have options out there. But if you do take something that, you know, maybe it's not paying out that great, you may need to take it right now because you don't have anything coming in, and that's understandable. But don't get stuck like the Lord. Don't let that pull you back into a space that you just, you know, it's time for you to rise up. So there's something that's going to be better. Just take it for now. But don't let that be the end all be all, and you just stay stuck right there where you're doing 1,000,000,000,000 hours and you can't even have time to look for something else. Okay, there is something better. There is something better coming to you, Scorpio. So those are your messages. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for spending all this time with us. And until next time, we'll see you in another video. Love.